where you are right now was once a huge goal for you. The thing that always like trips me up with time is that your future you, for literally yesterday, right? I always want to ground you in that, because a lot of times we think, oh, when I get here, when I get to whatever, that huge goal, which you're all at, because where you are right now was once a huge goal for you. I just want to remind you that you of the future still has crash outs. You still have problems. You still are overwhelmed about some things, but I think it's important to de-pedestal the future you, to know like, oh my gosh, I am that future version of me now. I'm so excited to be here with you. So most of you, a lot of you have been to, well, you've all actually been to an event with us, which is great. So Straight to the Top is smaller, it's more intimate. You get a lot more one-to-one time with us, and you get to really, like, I love these events because you get to go deep even with each other and really connect, and it's gonna be so good. So let's first just like take a deep breath. You're here, you made it. This is one of my most favorite times in New York. I love this time of year here. There's something about it just really starts to come alive again after coming out of the winter. And we're so almost to summer, and we drove down to the beach yesterday just for an hour. It's like sometimes we just need those days where you just want to see the ocean. It was one of those days, and I said to Dan, my 4 favorite words, the beach is open. Saw the sign on the lifeguard stand. Those are my 4 favorite words. The beach is open. And we were driving through the town of Atlantic Beach, and you just could feel the energy of just like the buzz, the excitement, the town. It's a town that stays open all year. It doesn't close here, but you could feel that it's really starting to come alive again. And I want to just share that energy with you, because the winter can be long, right? And we all have seasons. We have seasons in our business, just like we have seasons in our life. And what I want these 2 days, my intention for you over these 2 days, really is to remember the fun in your business, to remember why we started our business, and to just think about how can I just really like breathe life into myself and into my business again over these 2 days. So what we want to do, and we are doing some things that we have never done before that I'm not gonna share yet, that we're really excited how we're gonna end today. No, I'm not gonna tell you yet. But we have set these 2 days up to really pour into you, to breathe life into you, and for you to really get curious around how can I have more fun and play in our business again. So that's what we can plan, all of the things, but really we're gonna do a little bit of teaching, but really it's to give you that energy and pour that energy back into you and yourselves, and to remember, like, why am I doing this? How can I have more fun? Because the more fun you have, the more you fill yourself up. It's the oxygen mask for you that you can give to other people. And there's nothing wrong with you if you have felt depleted. There's nothing wrong with you if you've been putting the oxygen mask on other people before yourselves. We all go through seasons like this. And I actually have felt like this a lot in the past few weeks of just like, oh my gosh, like I'm just waking up again. Like I'm just starting to find the excitement again, which is also really interesting to me because of the time we're about to go into personally, of just like, well, I'm about to scale back, but I'm feeling this excitement. So I don't know how this is gonna play out, but that's also okay. So I want to give you permission to just be in kind of like a curious exploratory mode, that there's no one right way to run your business. I'm gonna remind you, I said in January that your business is like your fingerprint. It's unique to you. There's literally no other fingerprint. I'm dropping an Easter egg, but I won't tell you why. There's no other There's no other fingerprint out there. There's no other business out there like yours. So we get to treat it with that same specialness and that same uniqueness. And that's what you get to pour into your people and your clients and your families and your communities. And the way that you're all literally like making waves for what you do is just, you're in a room full of like true world changers, and it's really time. And I say this to our business too, to step up and to step into that. And especially with this, I'm not a big moon person, but you know, the moon, the blue moon, once in a blue moon. Okay, so I think, yes. So the moon is very powerful right now. And I will borrow anyone's belief and anyone's energy. And if we can kind of like take that and say like, this is an even more powerful time, that's what we're going to step into. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to think back to January 2026, 5 months ago. What do you want to show her? All of the things to celebrate, all of the things that you've accomplished. And I just want you to start to write that down. What January 2026, remember, or even December 31st, right? 2025, where you were like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen this year? I want you to just take a second. You're the future you to her. And I know that you spent time with this version of you right now then. So now I want you to kind of close the loop for her and say, these are the things that I did. Oh my gosh, I had a summit with like 10,000 people here, right? I made a magazine. I could just go off and list, but that's what I want you to do. And just think back to, like, what was something really unexpected that maybe you didn't plan on? Maybe it was something in the moment that felt like a failure or a mistake, and now in hindsight, you're like, that was actually the best thing that happened to me this year. I want you to put a star next to the one that you are the most, like the deepest amount of grateful for. The thing that always like trips me up with time is that your future you, for literally yesterday, right? And I always want to kind of ground you in that, because a lot of times we think, oh, when I get here, when I get to that, whatever, that huge goal, which you're all at, because where you are right now was once a huge goal for you. But I just want to remind you that the you now, the future you now, you of the future, still has crash outs, right? You still have problems. You still are overwhelmed about some things. So I know we've been talking about that a lot lately, but I think it's important to de-pedestal the future you, to know like, oh my gosh, I am that future version of me now. So I want you to think about 6 months from now, which is like ending the year, right? Ending 2026. I want you to think about her there. What is a goal that you want to hit, set? And I want you to totally get out of your overthinking brain and just use your intuition. This doesn't even have to be a money goal. This could be, I want to take a trip. I want to take my entire family on a trip. This could be, I want to take a cruise around, I don't know, because I don't take cruises, but somewhere, the Bahamas. This could be, I want to take a week and fully unplug. It does not have to be a money thing. Maybe it's impact. But I want you to just use your intuition, do a quick write down. What do you want to accomplish by the end of the year? Now, where I want to get to with you is just like you look at that list of celebration and you know factually in your body you've accomplished that, right? It's a fact. I want you by the end of these 2 days to know so deeply that that reality, that goal, is also a fact. So where I want to go with you now is I want you to meet that future version of you. And I have been doing this a lot. I have been sitting in my future living room of our new house and just going and like in my mind, just like hanging out there, hanging out in my living room, in my future house, just really like every single morning, picturing myself on the couch and like feeling the new couch and then doing some work and going to the new island and spending time there just to kind of regulate myself around my future reality. Because when we have been going through this process, this house has expanded me and caused me to up-level in so many ways that I could not have planned on. And we're working with this designer and she sent the furniture over. And I never in my life have had an entire house of furniture in one document and then the price of what an entire house of furniture, right? And what I said to Dan was, first of all, none of this matters because I could move into this house with all of our current stuff and it would be amazing. And we actually don't even intend to buy a full house of furniture to move in. It's going to be a scaled, phased plan. But what I wanted to work on was my reaction to that, because the type of person that I aspire to be just gets that and knows you can make whatever decision you want. You could buy one thing, you could buy nothing, you could buy everything, and it's all available to you. So, but the panic that I went into when I didn't even see the number, but I just saw all of the items and I was like I was in labor again, like, oh my goodness. And that is really what I've been working on. And we still haven't made any decisions about furniture because that's not even the point of it. The point is just like, can I be a person who receives that and knows, yeah, I could do this and I don't have to. But also, I don't want to go into fight or flight from a PDF. It's a PDF, right? It's all made up stuff anyway. So that's what I've really been working on, is like going to that future and just like seeing the furniture and feeling it in my mind and regulating myself around it to like, yeah, I could do this. I could do this now. I could do this in 5 years, because it's not, the furniture isn't the point, but the regulation is the point, and acclimating your nervous system is the point. So that's what I want to do now, and this is like everyday work. This is truly building a habit and a muscle around this. So it's kind of even like the Birkin bag, right? It's like, I love the idea of just like the Birkin bag, because you can kind of just like regulate, and people outside this room, it probably would sound a little cuckoo that you're like, I need to regulate around a Birkin bag. And it's what it represents, and making that part of something you can hold, expanding your capacity. And we can do that. And we're actually going to have different ways to practice this, more Easter eggs through these 2 days that I'm really excited about. That's very no pressure and just like fun. So I want to invite you to practice this every day. And I want to do like a 2-minute version of this. And if you want to close your eyes, you can. If you don't, you don't have to. But I want to show you how I do this. And it's so simple. So if you want to close your eyes, just close your eyes and just start taking some just very calm 3 deep breaths. And just start to feel yourself, like really feel yourself in your seat. Feel the weight of your seat. Feel your body in the seat. Feel your feet on the ground. And just keep taking a deep breath in. And just notice how calm your body is. And I want you to think about that goal you just wrote down. I want you to think about where you were your first hit when you found out you hit this goal. I want you to paint the picture in your mind. Where are you? What room are you in? Who are you with? What's that feeling in your body? And I just want you to notice that deep sense of accomplishment that you have. And I just want you to hold that. And when I think about this from like my heart center and just almost expanding my heart center like a bubble and almost like embracing it, hugging it, receiving it. Because it's actually not the goal that's the point. It's the feeling of the gratitude, the accomplishment, the success, and what it means to you. The feeling's actually the point. Now, keeping your eyes closed, but in your seat, I want you to think about visualizing yourself opening your eyes in the environment that she's in. And I want you to look around and use your senses. See what she sees. Feel what she feels. If you're standing, what's right around you? Can you actually like reach out and touch it? What smells are in the room? Is there fresh coffee brewing or tea or a candle? And I want you to actually make this real for you. So real that you're gonna know that exact moment when you're there 6 months from now. And just take a second to look around. Do like a 360. And again, just feel the feelings of your environment. And take a second while you're there just to give yourself a hug and to tell yourself how proud you are of yourself. And then just wiggle your toes on the ground and feel your body in your seat. Take a deep breath, and when you're ready, you can come back here. And then just write down anything that you want to remember, anything that came up for you.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What if regulation is the goal?
Yeah.
I mean, is that...
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Okay.
Because that's how you want to kind of move through life.
Right.
Right? And the thing is with that I just want to make a note of, that's the goal, but you're not going to stay there 100% of the time because we're human. So when you get dysregulated, it's not about feeling bad. It's just about using a tool or using something to help you get back to regulation. And what you'll notice is the things that used to dysregulate you more will become less and less. And then it's like new things that you have to practice with. But that really should be everyone's goal, right? And that's why I notice for myself, oh, that a PDF is going to knock me out or like send me to a crash out. How can I work on that?